Hello class, this is a video on two more examples on completing the square of quadratics, but in this video we'll be looking at non-monic quadratics. So these are rather difficult, so let's pay close attention and here we go. So for this one, with non-monic quadratics, we first have to factor out the coefficient of x squared to make this a quadratic. Normally we would divide this out, but since this is equal to f of x, can't necessarily divide that out just yet. So it'll be 2 factored out of x squared. 2 times something gives me 4x. This one's rather easy, so plus 2x. Now pay close attention to how I'm going to write this one out. 2 times something, and I'm purposely leaving space here. 2 times something gives me negative half. Well, if ever you're confused with what that might be, you can always just find it by doing negative half divided by 2. You can see it there, it's negative half. So leaving the space there, negative half. Now, when it comes to completing the square, remember we're adding something squared. And normally we might add it to the other side, something squared. But in this instance, since we are completing the square on the same side of the expression, we're going to immediately subtract something squared. And notice how all of this is inside this large bracket. I'm actually going to change this bracket into a square one to really help us out understand where these brackets start and stop. And so now this process becomes the same. The number that goes in here is always going to be half the coefficient of x, so in this case 1, and same for this one. So 2 brackets. And now this portion, I'll do this in purple, this portion can be factored into x plus 1 all squared, and this portion can just be evaluated on the calculator or in your head, whichever is easiest. So negative half plus, minus 1 squared. We get negative 3 on 2. And we close the bracket there. And lastly, since we have a 2 on the outside here, this expands out, and we're not going to expand this one. We're going to keep this one in completed square form. So this becomes 2x plus 1 squared. 2 times 3 on 2 is just negative 3. So the completed square form is this one here. Well, then from this point forward, we could simply just graph this or sketch this by finding all the critical points. So let's start with the vertex because it's very easy to identify in this form. It's just the opposite sign of this and the matching sign of this. So our vertex is going to be negative 1, negative 3. Our y-intercept, I know our y-intercept we can just easily identify here. But remember, we can find our y-intercept from this expression if we just substitute 0 here. So just demonstrating this. 2 times 0 plus 1 squared minus 3. Our y-intercept here is going to be 0 minus 1. And lastly, our x-intercept, we're going to let this expression equal 0. So 2x plus 1 squared minus 3 equals 0. And now solving this, we move the 3 across, dividing by 2, taking the square root of both sides, there's an interesting thing that we can do with this one. I'm going to instead write this as root 3 over root 2 and give the plus minus to the numerator. Now I'm going to rationalize the denominator on this one. Some calculators will do this automatically, but just showing some extra algebra skills here. Rationalizing this denominator, we get root 3 times root 2 is root 6 over 2, and the plus minus remains here. And at the same time, I'm going to move the negative 1 to the other side of the equation. So x equals negative 1. And from here, I'm going to combine this into one fraction. So negative 1, I'm going to write so one big fraction like so. 2. Negative 1 as a denominator is 1. So 1 to become 2 is times 2. That becomes negative 2 plus minus root 6. And so these are our two x-intercepts. Now, when it comes to graphing this, we're going to write the exact form. However, we are going to also, find the decimal approximation of these so we can visualize where this goes. So negative 2, we'll do minus first, minus root 6 on 2. This gives us the first x-intercept is negative 2.22, 0, and the other is going to be 0.22, 0. Now using these points, we can sketch our parabola. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So taking all of these points into account, what I'm seeing here is going to be, let's just sketch this out. Whoops. Negative 2, 0. So we need this much. The vertex only went to negative 1, so we don't need to go too far. So let's just say it'll look something like so. Make that a little bit neater. Try that one more time. Obviously, this doesn't need to be fully to scale, but here are the points that we have. This was 0, 1. This point here, drawing a little arrow, was negative 2 plus root 6 on 2, 0. This point here was negative 1. Sorry, it was negative 1. Negative 1, negative 3. And this point here is going to be negative 2 minus root 6 on 2, 0. Let's clean up that number 6 there. And that there is how you would complete the square and use that form in order to sketch the parabola. Okay, so I hope that example really helped out, and I'll see you in the next video where we take on this example here. Hope to see you then. Best of luck.